Hello guys, this is Peter again after a long time without a video. I apologize, I've been quite busy working on version 3.7 of Stage Traxx, and this is actually the topic of the newest video right now. So I've been quite busy working on a feature that most of you will like who are working with more than one device. And what I'm talking about is using iCloud to sync all your devices. So Stage Traxx will be able with version 3.7 to keep all your devices running with your Apple ID automatically in sync. This is something that is really easy to use. You just have to go to Settings and then scroll down to the sync area, and all you need to do is enable sync with iCloud. What this actually does is it will upload all your audio files, your PDFs, your lyrics, the whole database of Stage Traxx into the cloud, and it will keep it automatically in sync on all your devices. So whatever you change on one device will be immediately visible on all your other devices, as long as they have internet access, of course. So the way this works is when this feature is enabled, all your changes are tracked on one device, even if you are offline. And once you are back online, all things that happened in the time you have been offline are uploaded to the cloud. So what I recommend actually is if you want to enable this feature, first start with your master device with the latest changes that you have, enable it there, and once everything has been uploaded, enable the feature on the other devices. They will automatically grab all changes from the cloud and reinstall them on these devices. From then on, it doesn't matter where you do your edits. They will stay in sync automatically. Okay, so that's iCloud Sync, the most important feature in this release. But that's not all. We have some other goodies, like, for example, if you like to work with different versions of a certain song, you will love this feature. It is now possible when you swipe a song to the left to use this new duplicate entry to create a virtual copy of this song. This means it is a completely separate song from the perspective of Stage Traxx, but it does share the same audio files. So it will not take up any additional space on your device. But you can change anything you like here in the song details page. You can change the lyrics. You can use a PDF document instead of text-based lyrics if you want. You can change pitch and speed, whatever. Everything is separate between these two instances of the same song, except the audio files. And this is a very useful feature if you like to work with different configurations for different singers, maybe, without taking additional space. So then another goodie, if you work with PDFs, you might want to maximize the screen space available to view as much information as possible. So it is now possible in the PDF editor to crop a PDF file. This is this new icon, and you can adjust the crop factor, which means that the border around the page will be minimized. And this change is stored in the PDF file directly, so that it will be available also for the network clients that view this PDF, or if you copy it to another device. This is really, really handy. You can, of course, revert this change. Although it is stored in the file, it is revertible. Okay, next one. If you work with external screens, you might want to use your external screens in portrait mode instead of landscape. This was not possible until now. Now we have a new setting here in lyrics and PDF, which is down here on the external screen section, and that's the screen rotation. You can choose to use landscape mode or turn your external screen display to the left or right, making it possible to use your external screens in the correct rotation. Here on this page is now the possibility to hide chords. So if you're a singer and you're sharing, for example, the same lyrics file or using a network session to view lyrics from your band leader, and there are chords embedded, you don't want to see them, you can hide them. Or, on the other hand, you can change the size. If these chords are especially important for you, just increase the size. So it'll look like this, you see here. Or, if you don't find it very important, decrease the size, making it smaller. And the same can be done for all the list views. So in user interface, there is also this list font size modifier. So if you think you need to view more songs at a time, just decrease the list font size. And in the song list, for example, you can now see a much smaller space requirement per song. Or if you want to see it more clearly, just increase the size, making the view larger. Another change that was requested is the doubling of audio regions. Up to now, or up to version 3.6, it was only possible to use 12 audio regions. This has been now doubled to 24, so go ahead and create as much regions as you like. For anyone using the MIDI features, there are some new options you can use. Here in playback settings, there is a new MIDI command here, playback ends. This is very useful if you are controlling, for example, your effects via MIDI commands in Stage Traxx. Now you have the option to fire a set of commands at the point of time when playback ends, meaning if you use, for example, autoplay to crossfade from one song to the other, this will not fire at the end of the song. But if playback ends at the end of the song, it will fire and turn off, for example, your reverb effect. Another important addition is this Action 1 and Action 2 entry. It is now possible to map two pedal commands, remote pedal commands, to these MIDI Action 1 and 2 settings and fire whatever you enter here on a pedal press. Or you can use in user interface the assignable buttons. There's a new mode, MIDI actions. If you select these, the assignable buttons at the bottom of the display will fire these two actions that you define here. The last feature I would like to present you right now is it is now possible to pause auto-scrolling. So whether you use time-coded scrolling or you use the speed-based scrolling approach, if you enable this option that you can find here in lyrics and PDF, it's here, manual scrolling override. If this is enabled, let's make an example here. And when you touch the lyrics, you can see here in the bottom right corner of the screen that the option will change to manual. And when it is manual, the scroll speed is manual, it means it will not scroll automatically. It will highlight your lyrics automatically with time coded, but it will not scroll automatically. You can, anytime you can re-enable it by tapping on the label manual, then auto-scrolling will work again. But this is an option that needs to be enabled because there are certainly some users who would be distracted by it if they accidentally move the screen, and auto-scrolling will no longer work. So that's it for a short overview. There are a couple of more features in version 3.7 that I have not mentioned here, but please take a look at the changelog. This version will be available in about a week, so end of April. Thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you like version 3.7, and bye-bye.